Welcome to the Art and Hustle podcast. It's a gallery of conversations. And today we have Tiffany. Welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
And could you introduce yourself and a little bit about your background and what you're doing?
So my name is Tiffany. Everybody calls me Mac. That's my last name. And I am the owner and creator of 9 O'Clock Tea Party. 9 O'Clock Tea Party is a custom eyewear brand that I created 6 years ago. And it all started just creating individuality for my daughter. She had to wear glasses. Mm-hmm. And it turned into a brand because I started doing things in my glasses. And here I am using all of my fashion industry experience and things like that and just made it work. Amazing.
What's your social media handle?
Social media is the number 9 O'Clock TEE Party. Like, you'll see right there.
There we go. Perfect. Put the plug in.
Yeah. .com, social media, all the same. 9 O'Clock TEE Party.
I love it. I love it when like all of them all match up. I think that's an important like advice to give out to anybody who's to make sure that everything is the same.
It's the same, right? Because it's just so much easier. Because if you're trying to look for them here and it's different here, and I don't want it anymore. You know, the person, the customer, or whoever it is no longer interested. It's too much.
Exactly. So that's why, like, I started this podcast because I was doing Art and Hustle shows before, and since the pandemic and everything, I decided, why don't I start the podcast and start interviewing all these amazing people that are participating, people that I meet that are so talented. You know, because like the funny thing is how we met is like we worked at Bentex, and then I realized I was like, oh, well, I kind of like I'm liking your glasses, I'm liking your outfit coming in, and then we accidentally just started talking about like hustles and what we're doing, you know. So
and that's when I said, wait, Art and Hustle? Did you work at GBG too? Wait a minute.
I know you. I think that was just like a funny, perfect that we had.
It was so funny. We were talking about something else, and I said, wait a minute, Art and Hustle. I heard that before. Wait, I think I've seen you before too. Like,
you're like,
it was weird. It was so weird.
Did you go to Did you go to that art party?
I did go when it was in GBG, and it was so weird because I actually had applied for it.
Okay.
But I thought it was literally just art, art. Everything is like art, but I literally thought it was art. So I was like, oh, why would I do this? I mean, I made it. I put my pictures up. I made it look really nice. And I said, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the show, I said, oh, it's a little bit of every type of art or, you know, something. And I was like, darn. But it's okay. I still enjoyed myself. It was amazing.
Yeah. So now you know what Art and Hustle, what kind of parties I do, what kind of shows I do. So my shows are all encompassing. Like, to me, everything is art. It can be like the art of like, you know, teaching or the art of this or art of that. But like everything is also for us, and whatever things that we're passionate about.
Right.
You know, I'm always like promoting and supporting.
I'm just trying to give myself some extra light. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. A little bit better. A little bit. Because my ring light, I don't feel like setting it up. So I have a light box on the side of me. So all right, a little better.
All right. So has the quarantine and like COVID and everything affected you and your business?
Yes and no. And I'm gonna say with yes, because I am like a pop-up shop queen. Yeah. I would throw pop-up shops, or I would attend and participate in pop-up shops. So with pandemic happening, that kind of took away a little business from me, because that was like a main breadwinner, you know, like if you're not in it to win it, then you're not in it. Yeah. So you go there and sometimes you can walk away with hundreds of dollars. And then there's other times when you might not make anything, but you might make those connections, you know, so it's always good to have those. So that kind of like messed me up a little bit, but the bright side of it is I just had plenty of time to create. And people were getting extra money, new money, and all this other money. So they were still shopping. So it was still I still had business. It just wasn't what I was used to.
Yeah, totally good. So do you still, like, what is your 9 to 5 right now, or are you focusing just on this right now?
I am a full-time entrepreneur right now. Mm-hmm. So it's like bittersweet because I've been in the garment industry for 20 years almost. So, you know, I'm itching to go back. Yeah. But with things have been so funny and just up and down. And it just was like, you know what? This is the time.
Yeah.
And you have to really watch what you ask for, because I really asking my husband, I said, let me quit my job. Yeah. Let me quit my job. I said, I need that one yes. Like, I've been grinding for 6 years and people know me, but I need that one plug, that one yes. So if I dedicate my time, I can get that, you know? And then I wound up losing a job literally 2 days before my birthday. So I was like, you know what? Why am I sad? I asked for this, just not in this way, but I asked for it. Yeah. So full-time entrepreneur, and I'm gonna rock this out until my husband tells me to go back to work.
I mean, yeah, that's like, that's what happened to me. Like, I was working there for 14 years, and then I got let go in March from Global and whatever it's called now, Centric,
right?
Yeah. So after that, I'm like, you know what? I think I want to like start focusing on my own stuff right now and see how long I can like do this, you know?
Exactly. And that's where I'm at. I'm just like breaking up my day. As you know, I'm back in school. So I'm using that too. And just everything just towards the brand. I've changed my whole major, and just everything is towards this, create that generational wealth. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, what did we say that was? That was you have to be Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime, because I'm going from fashion, even though this is still fashion, but I'm going into optometry. I want to be Dr. Mack of optometry. So create.
Like before you were doing, you were focusing on dental, right? Dental hygiene or dental?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Because again, love the industry, just needed something a little more stable, you know. The past couple of years has just shown that, you know, stability industries might just be what you have to do just to live, you know. Yeah. And then remember we were talking, and I was just like, yeah, you know, blah 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 blah, and optometry it was, and it was like not what was it, optician? We said no, we don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
You got to go all the way up. You got to go
all the way up. So I'm not going to be an ophthalmologist because I don't want to do that, but I'm going to be an optometrist.
Yeah,
so.
That way you can do the prescriptions and give out the glasses.
And then you're still pretty at the same time, and you can see.
Exactly. So we're like, you just
come to my salon, right? And that's the plan. Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
That's amazing. Congratulations for going all the way and just focusing on that.
Thank you. It's a lot. Sometimes I sit back like, what in the heck?
I just want to ask for, you know, like, what's your advice to other people to be able to, like, you know, go towards that dream? Like, what keeps you, like, motivated to, like, get over these obstacles that you've come across? So what kind of, like, major obstacles?
Right. The biggest, one thing I want to say is I have an amazing support system, like amazing. So that helps greatly. But there are people out there who might not have it. The end goal should be your motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mother of 2 girls and a mother of 2 dogs and a wife, like, and I just have this vision, and I've been there with my business on reality celebrities and editorials, and I've been there. I got lazy, you know? So the fire is back in me now, and it's like, I can be stupid dope if I just really focus, you know? So the biggest thing is just you have to focus. If you have a support system, lean on them. And sleepless nights are ahead, you know, but everybody who is somewhere had to sacrifice something. That is my motto, Linda. Sometimes you have to sacrifice to succeed. That has been my motto for the past couple months. You have to sometimes sacrifice to succeed. So, and that goes in anything you want to do. You want to lose weight, you got to sacrifice the good stuff that you like in order to get the end result, right? So you got to sacrifice something somewhere to get where you want to go. So that's what I want to tell people. You're going to be tired. You're going to hear no. You're going to hear, what is that? Oh, I can get that cheaper. I'm making myself. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. And it might sound very cliche. Just keep pushing, because somebody likes it. And then once that one yes, then everyone's going to love it. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
That's amazing. I mean, that's exactly it. Like, you just have to keep pushing, you know,
that's
like, don't let the little no's stop you. just believing your passion and your vision and just keep moving forward.
Because you know what, a lot of people, and I heard this from a coach of mine in a separate business I got going on, and she said, don't stop what you're doing because you might be, or you are a blueprint for someone else's life. Mm-hmm. So at first I was like, what? But I get it. You know how you look at a blueprint, how you're going to map out how you're going to build this house. You look at the instructions to build this dresser. Mm-hmm. Someone's looking at you the same way, even if they're not saying it. They're like, damn, Mac is always hustling. Mac is always moving. Mac is, So continue what you're doing because they're watching. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So don't shy away from something because you just never know. Someone is literally following your path to be great. And they might pass you or whatever, but they're following you. Yeah. So just continue.
That's exactly it. Like, so what were you doing in the fashion when you were working there? Like, what was your title?
I've been a production, my dog, he's so clingy, a production coordinator and a production manager for the past 17 years or so. That's been my position, dealing in children's clothes and junior girls bottoms, like denim, jeans, and things like that. So that's been my industry. I started out in merchandising and just fell into production and then never left.
Now, did you go to school for that?
I did. I got 2 associate's degrees. Don't judge me. 2 associate's degrees, 1 in marketing and 1 in fashion merchandising.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I went to the high school of fashion industry. So it was just something I just wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
this has always been in the arts. Were you like always like doing artsy things like ever since you were little?
Always. Okay, so let me tell you this funny thing quickly. My mother went to the high school of fashion industries. Mm-hmm. She's a seamstress by trade, but she does other things, but she can make you anything, right? So that's where it kind of came from. And then my cousin went to fashion. My little sister went after us. Like, it's just like in our blood. But honestly, let me tell you how I tripped into fashion. I actually went to school to be a singer. Oh, I can like sing a little bit, right? So I applied to all the performing arts schools for high school, all of them. And none of them accepted me right away. I was waitlisted for all of them. The only school that accepted me was fashion. Yeah. And I had that on there, just threw it on there last. Mm-hmm. And once I got into school, 9th grade, I met friends. So then once all those performing arts school accepted me, I didn't want to leave. I was already comfortable. Mm-hmm. And that's how I fell into fashion. I had no inclination to do this. I wanted to be a singer. That was me.
So Mac, I'm gonna need to see some singing in some of your videos with social media now that I know.
Oh no, I retired.
This is your original passion, Mac. I think you need to like bring it back out.
Oh, everyone keeps saying that. And even like when I sing in the house, my daughter's like low key recording me and stuff. And I'm like, you better not post that. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I came into your life for a reason. I'm just gonna keep pushing you.
Oh my God. Maybe in one of my TikToks or something. I don't know. I'll see.
I mean, totally.
Maybe the background vocals on something. I don't know.
You're always trying to create content and like get attention for that. I think you should sing. I want to hear it.
I don't know. Give me 2 weeks or so. Let me drink some more tea.
Drink some more tea, and then maybe like, all right, we'll do another podcast where you start singing.
Right. I'll just be like, well. Yeah. So that's how all of this started. You know?
Yeah, it's great to hear like the backstory of how people have like made it or just hustling, you know, like this is art and hustle. So like, how are you hustling? And like, did art, one of my other questions always I ask people is like, how did art save you, you know?
Oh, okay. I'm going to give you something. So along with creating my eyewear because of my daughter having to wear glasses at a young age, I also I'm still married, but I was going through something. Yeah. I was going through something. And, you know, me and my religious background, you know, husbands can deal in polygamy. So it was something that was going on. And me creating the glasses and getting into fitness saved me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you why, because I would have went crazy, like, or divorced, or, you know what I'm saying? So it was something that distracted me from something that I wasn't yet so familiar with or wasn't ready for. And I was feeling like, you don't love me anymore. You know, it just gave me a distraction from my situation. Yeah. And Honestly, that's a great question. I feel it saved my marriage, and marriage, you know, not saved my life, but it saved me to a certain extent. So that is an awesome question.
Yeah, that was like, I've always told people, like, art saved me. If it wasn't for art not having that outlet, you know,
yes,
people need some sort of outlet. And since like it's a creativity part, you're like producing something and it makes you feel good. And if it, then if you sell it and make someone else feel good, then you're like, you know, passing on that like positive energy.
Yes, that is amazing. And you know what's crazy? The way that you phrased that, I never really thought about it until you said it that way. And that's really the two reasons of how 9 o'clock Tea Party became the great hustle that it is, because I needed to focus on something else.
You needed to focus on you.
Right. And that's exactly how it saved me, for sure. I love that. Now you got my...
There you go. Do you have any like mentors that helped you, or like somebody positive in your life ever since you were growing up that helped you be this way that you are hustling?
My mom, and that's cliche again, but I'm going to tell you, she's the ultimate hustler. You know, like me and my sister, fathers, they were in our life, but you know, with her, she raised a single mom status, and she did everything. We raised in Brownsville, Brooklyn. So whoever is watching this already know. But we went to Disneyland. We had the best stuff. We never had our environment raise us. So because she made sure that we had it all. She was a bursar at a college, you know, the one who called you and say, hey, you owe money. Yeah. She also seamstress by trade. Yeah. A seamstress by trade. She also is in financial advising. She's just a whole lot. So she was that epitome of a hustler to me, and never bust a sweat, always looked fabulous, you know, had the Gumby cut, the high shoulder pad. She was fabulous.
You have to send me a photo of her so I can like insert it.
Oh, you know what? I have one, but it's over there. Oh man, I don't want to get up. I have one in my wallet. I always carry around. She was so cute. And she is who I am. Literally. Like everything. It's crazy, but it sounds cliche, but
But that was it. That was it for you. That gave you the role model, you know.
Yes.
To do what you're doing.
She definitely set the bar high. Even to this day, me at the tender age of 37, and I still go to her like, all right, so what exactly is IRA? Like, so wait, do I have to wait? Google told me that I had like to this day, you know. So forever grateful for the things that she instilled in me, you know.
That's amazing. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you taking the time today to talk to me and giving my viewers a little, like, you know, little glimpse into like your hustle there.
Thank you. Wait, look, because I hustle that much. This is my new shirts.
I love it.
Hustle until the haters ask if you're hiring. Hustle until they need an application, and you know they're gonna look. Keep hustling.
I love it.
Keep hustling.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.